It can be a true story, a real story, or it can be a fantasy, science fiction. Let's start recording first. Okay. So first you see here some vocabulary. Let's think about any story. Fernanda, what's your favorite book or your favorite movie or your favorite series? You're going to tell me movie, series, or book.
My favorite movie is action.
Action movies?
Series is mystery.
Does it have a
And
name, your series?
and book romance.
Okay. You're telling me genders, me dices algunos géneros, ¿verdad? But what are the names of those? ¿Cuáles son los nombres? Can you tell us?
Movie superheroes, Marvels.
Okay. Do you have any favorite Marvel movie?
Iron Man.
Iron Man. Okay. 1, 2, or 3?
One.
Okay. Good. Excellent. Okay. Your favorite book?
Book. Hay un libro que, bueno, no sé en inglés cómo se llama, pero lo leí en español y se llama... ay, no me acuerdo, pero era como de el libro de deseo de Alaska, algo así. Estaba bonito.
Okay, it's in Spanish, right?
Ajá, sí.
Okay. Very well. Excellent. Thank you. How about you, Maite? Tell us your favorite movie, series, or book, or you can tell us the three of them like Fernanda.
My favorite series is Dexter.
Okay. Dexter?
Yes.
I think it's not the cartoon, right?
No.
Okay.
My favorite book is about Edgar Allan Poe.
Sorry, which one?
Edgar Allan Poe.
Edgar Allan Poe. Okay.
Yes.
Interesting. So you like kind of dark stuff, right?
Yes.
Edgar Allan Poe is very dark.
Yes.
Yeah.
My favorite movie is Harry Potter.
Harry Potter. Any specific movie from Harry Potter?
The 4.
Okay. From Edgar Allan Poe, the book, do you know the story? I don't know if it's a book. I think it's just a story. It's the black cat. I think it's called like this, El Gato Negro, no?
It's
Yeah.
My favorite.
Yeah, it's really, I think that Edgar Allan Poe, you think about a depressing person, but he has the beauty to convey the feelings in a way that it's beautiful. Like can make something sad, make it beautiful. Yeah. Okay. Interesting. There's actually a place where you can look for stories. This is a website that I recommend you to check. It's called Poetry Foundation. And it's a website you can check free stories, free poems. Es para poemas, sobre todo. But you can find anything. So here you can type your favorite author. Entonces puedes buscar, por ejemplo, Edgar Allan Poe. Y te van a aparecer, bueno, te va a aparecer información sobre él, te van a aparecer poemas, things like this. Okay, poems and poets, you can go. So this is something you can do in case you like poetry. You can find Shakespeare, you can find many of them, and you can read about, I don't know if you're into it, but that's one thing. If you are particularly interested in books, si les gusta pues poesía, la lectura, or something like this, well, you can go to this website. It's a really nice one. Okay. So, how about you, Oscar? What is your favorite movie, series, and book? Or if you don't have any of them, just you can say movie or you can say only book.
Well, I like all about Star Wars movies and series, and all the books of mystery and like Da Vinci, The Secret.
Okay.
And The
Something
Lord of the
else?
Rings.
The Lord of the Rings. Any specific movie?
The three of them, actually.
Okay. Very well. I think I have only seen one. I haven't watched everything. So is it chronologic? You need to watch the number one, then two and three, because for example, in Star Wars, once I said, well, I'm going to watch a Star Wars. And
Yeah.
and you know, I wanted to start with the first movie, but they are not in chronological order.
No, it starts in 5.
Starts with Star Wars
It's
5, so you have to watch Star Wars 5 and then
5, 6, 7, and then you have to see the 1 and 2 and 3.
You see.
Yeah.
But with the Lord of the Rings, it's not like that.
No.
Yeah, well, easier order to follow.
Yeah.
Very well. Excellent. How about you, Hilda? What's your favorite movie, series, and book? Sorry. Okay, Hilda can participate, right? Oh, sorry, I cannot hear you. Okay. Well, so now it's my turn. Favorite movie? I don't know. It's hard. Especially because I'm not really into movies. I prefer to watch series. So I will talk about my favorite series. I think my favorite series, there are many, but I would say like my favorite, I think so far, if I have to decide, I would, you know, I have told you before, Lost. For me, it's my favorite series. But I also think that there's Doctor Who. This is a British series from science fiction that I watched. When I was a teenager, I was really into science fiction. I was, even from high school, we had like we had like this career pattern that lead you into mathematics. So I was like very like kind of interested in mathematics, in physics, in science, and things like this. Made me very passionate when I was teenager. So I watched Doctor Who by accident just because I thought it was interesting. It was about aliens, so I said, why not? And the first episode I watched, I remember it was on Netflix. Now it's not on Netflix anymore. And the first episode I watched was that they traveled to the future to see the end of the Earth. Like there were some there was a public that was in a spaceship and they travel in time just to see when the sun destroys the Earth, like millions of years, or I don't know, billions of years. And I was like, wow, this is super crazy, you know? I had aliens, I had science fiction, I had time travel, I had even like kind of philosophical problems and things like this. And it made me so interested. So it caught me the first time I watched the movie. Imagine, I was like interested in these things. El primer capítulo viajan a ver cómo se destruye la Tierra por viajan al futuro. So I was very interested on that. But what really blew my mind is that this series is actually very old. This series is one of the oldest ever. And it's about, I think they broadcast since 1960. Creo que es una serie que la transmiten desde 1960. Sí, aquí está, miren. 1963 to 1989 fue lo que duró. Y después como que siguieron la trama desde el 2009, I think so. Yeah. And there are still more episodes coming, but I didn't continue. Yeah, it says November 1963. Ahí fue el primer episodio que se transmitió. So yeah, it was something that really caught my attention. It's such a long series, like you can think. Son muchos episodios, realmente tienes que ser como fan para seguir tanto, ¿no? O sea, hay series largas como Game of Thrones, that's a long series, but this is craziness. And so that was the series that I watched during my adolescence. It was very interesting for me. And finally, I would say The 100. It's another series, and I recommend you to watch it. This is more, this is easier to follow. Es una serie más sencilla de seguir, más y muy interesante también. The 100, like things happen and you don't really know how things develop. Las cosas se desarrollan de una forma que meten de todo un poco. Muy interesante. It's very interesting. They just going to tell you like the a little bit of I don't know, a synopsis about it, como haciéndoles una sinopsis, lo que they are not in Earth, these guys. They're like living in a spaceship because they destroyed the Earth during nuclear attack. The world was destroyed due to nuclear attacks between nations, so they destroyed the Earth. The Earth, as they thought, doesn't exist. There are no plants, there are no animals. They thought they destroyed life on Earth. So they could travel to, they are like in a kind of huge city surrounding the Earth or orbiting around the Earth. So the series is like they send these 100 teenagers that are prisoners. Those son 100 prisioneros adolescentes. And because they are lacking, this is a system that is very like kind of dystopic. Es como un poco distópico. They don't have food, they don't have water, son recursos limitados. Entonces cualquier crimen que cometa se castiga con la muerte. But if you're a teenager, they pardon you. Como eres adolescente, pues sí te ponen en prisión. So these guys, they send them to Earth so they can, so they like, you know, it's like they're prisoners. We send them to Earth. If they die, it's okay. They're prisoners. Como si los mandamos a la Tierra y la Tierra está llena de radiactividad por las bombas. Pues bueno, se mueren, son prisioneros y ya. But surprisingly, they find a place with life. Hay una parte del planeta, o creo que no sé si es como gran parte del planeta, ya se ha regenerado after 100 years. So they explore everything. There's like even other tribes that otro grupo de humanos que también se desarrolló de forma paralela en la Tierra, and then you have to find out how they survive, tienes que descubrir cómo sobreviven, etc. And they even have a language. They create their own language. 100 years after the disaster, the humans remaining on Earth, los sobrevivientes de las bombas que se quedaron, desarrollan otro lenguaje, que es una mezcla entre el inglés y el latín, y es muy un inglés como they travel and they don't understand, como que ellos hablan inglés, viajan a la Tierra y con esos nativos no se entienden, porque hay muchas frases en latín y así. Very interesting. This is like, I think I watched it like 3 years ago. I finished it. It's amazing. You don't expect it. Pasa muchas cosas que no te las esperas. Other people, I heard things about The Walking Dead. My dad told me that he is watching Walking Dead. Some people say it's good too. Yeah. So that's my favorite series. My favorite book, I think it's The End of Eternity. That is by Isaac Asimov. That's again my adolescence, when I was a geeky, when I was like kind of I was like in my nerd era. I wanted to be like it, I don't know why, but if everything was something, a reason to be nerd, I want to do that. Sí, yo quería como, no sé, como que me entró la moda de ser nerd. Entonces, si había no sé, ser nerd era jugar al cubo Rubik, pues yo jugaba al cubo Rubik. Si teníamos que estar en un club de matemáticas, yo me quedaba en el club de matemáticas. So, I don't know why I was so attracted by that. Like, I had like this nerd, como que tuve mi etapa ñoña, ¿no? Or maybe I still am a bit. And I read this book. Isaac Asimov is really good. Creo que se inspiró de hecho en Julio Verne. Isaac Asimov es un escritor ruso y habla de ciencia ficción. Fue quien escribió la novela, maybe you know it, I, Robot, Yo Robot. Bueno, Yo Robot, antes de ser película, es un libro. And he wrote it. Yeah, it's really nice. I love it. It's very futuristic, dystopic and everything. No sé, me atrae mucho lo distópico, ¿saben? Hasta Terminator, hay una o dos películas que me gustan. So I don't know. That's like I like Matrix. I like the Matrix, the first movie, and things like this. That's like what I like. Now then I'm more open to I'm more open now to okay, like psychological thrillers. Me gustan los psychological thrillers. Es como terror, pero terror psicológico, podríamos decir. Es terror no de fantasmas, no de no sé, que se aparece alguien muerto, no, son thrillers. Sí, está el suspenso, creo que es suspenso, ¿no? Que el género. Entonces, suspenso es cercano al terror, pero no es realmente nada así de estilo. In fact, I don't like horror movies, but I love psychological thrillers. But I'm more a guy for series, if I can tell you the truth. So what all these things have in common? ¿Qué tiene todas estas cosas en común que mencionamos? Well, that these stories, they have at least one of these definitions. They have at least one of these. Tienen al menos alguno de estos, okay? So they have, for example, the action. Action is exciting things that happen in a story, okay? Aquí tenemos una lista de vocabulario que está en las películas, las series y los libros que tanto nos gustan. Okay. So we have the action. What is action? Exciting things that happen in a story. Then we have otra cosa que también tienen libros, novelas, películas. It's an ending, of course, right? Porque tiene que terminar. But the ending refers to, y aquí tenemos unas definiciones. here on your right side, you have some definitions. So what do you think, guys, is the definition of ending in the movie context or story context?
The last part of a story.
Yes. So who likes a good, I mean, who doesn't like a good ending? Right? And you know, I have come across movies that are so good, but they have stupid endings. Or they don't have an ending at all. A veces así, hay películas que son muy buenas, pero el final te deja tan insatisfecho. It's like you have questions y la película, la trama, no te da nada que poder cómo completar el final, porque lo dejan así al propósito.
Like the ending of Lost.
Exactly. Yeah, like the ending of Lost. You know, many fans were disappointed as I was reading. I was like, what is this? But you know, I understood the ending of Lost, como que yo me formé mi propio final, and for me it was like, okay, so they're all dead. Todos estaban muertos, yeah.
It was a dream.
Yeah, yeah. There's a movie that I recommend you. It's The Circle, I think. Netflix. Ajá, y aquí hay buenos actores. Está Emma Watson and Tom Hanks. This movie is amazing. In fact, I think I would like to watch it with my wife later. But The Circle has a bad ending. El final es decepcionante. Have you watched it? ¿Han visto El Círculo, The Circle? Have you watched it?
Not yet.
Watch it, you would like it, and then you won't like it. Les va a gustar y luego no les va a gustar. But you will be very
Teacher,
attached to it, yes?
I didn't watch that movie, but I heard about it
Yes,
in a video.
because it's a good movie. But the ending is like, why do you do that? It's like they want to annoy their fans. They know what they're doing. Saben lo que están haciendo y quieren molestar a los fans. And that's a crime. Okay, there's another movie. Leonardo DiCaprio movies too. Leonardo DiCaprio has a movie that is The Island, something like this. Se llama The Shutter Island. The Shutter Island. Hay otra película que igual se llama La Isla, The Island, pero esa no está tan buena. The Shutter Island is so dark, and it also leaves you thinking, no sabes qué es la verdad, te confunde. And you know, Leonardo DiCaprio is like super actor. That's another movie I recommend you to watch. Esta no tiene fin, bueno, sí tiene final. Final extraño. Okay, very well. So that's something we need to consider when we tell a story to the person. The ending. Is it a satisfactory ending? Do you like it? Yeah, so I think that when you have a bad ending, it's like you feel everything you watched wasn't worth it. Un final puede arruinar, ¿no? Como toda la serie o toda una película o todo un libro, ¿no? I still don't know how there are some people, hay algunas personas que al leer un libro leen el final o las últimas, como el último capítulo. I don't know why. You know, I wouldn't do that. It's like, I think there are some people who also do it with movies or series. Not spoilers. Okay, the next one is the hero Guys, what do you think? Gabriel, what is a hero? What is the definition for hero?
Um, brave and good person.
Yes, a brave and good person in a story. Exactly. These are the things that it needs to have your hero. A hero in a story cannot be good if it's not brave, and maybe it's a good person, but if it's not brave, it doesn't make a difference, you know. The hero needs to be the person that puts puts his face in front of everyone. In front of any problem, he's the first one there standing against the problems. It doesn't need to be a superhero, right? It doesn't need to be a superhero with superpowers. It can be any person who is brave. Okay, there is a movie that is very sad. That is a beautiful, no sé si sea en inglés así. A Beautiful Life. Se llama La vida es bella en español. Maybe you've seen it. Luego la pasan seguido en la televisión. What's the name in English? No sé cómo sea. Ah, bueno, la vía es belle. La vía es belle. I think it's French. I don't know. Okay. Well, this movie, it's about the Second World War. ¿Ya la han visto? La vida es bella.
Yes, teacher.
Okay, well,
Yes,
so this
so
guy,
sad.
he doesn't have superpowers, but he's a hero, right? He's a hero for everyone, for the woman, for the kid, for the other prisoners. If you haven't watched it, watch it. You're going to cry if you're sensitive. Okay. So yeah, that's another very sad movie is Always by Your Side. I don't know if it's exactly like this. Creo que no se llama así. Ya saben que en español la traducción. A ver, siempre a tu lado. Hachiko. You know the dog creo que no se llama Hachiko, ¿no? Just this, no, Hachiko. Hachiko. You know the movie?
No.
No? Watch it. You're going to cry. Okay, beautiful. So yeah, that's a hero. Now there are some other kind of other element that is not a hero, but is an anti-hero. Have you heard about it? The anti-hero. ¿Qué es un anti-hero?
Is the person that thinks that he do the good things, but the real in reality he do the opposite.
Yeah, exactly. We could say it's a good person. It's a person who does good things but look wrong. Right? Así que es el que hace cosas buenas que parecen malas. Well, the anti-hero doesn't follow the moral, the same ethics that the hero. Is a person who doesn't intend to be a hero. Podemos decir que ni siquiera su intención del anti-hero es ser un héroe, por eso es anti. Él no quiere ser héroe. No es su propósito ser héroe. But he ends up being and behaving like what? Like one. A good example of an anti-hero is, a ver si ahora sí sería en inglés, Megamind, Megamente. I think you all watched this movie, haven't you? You know Megamind.
Yeah.
Okay, well, so that's an example of an anti-hero. He doesn't want to be good. In fact, all the movie, he tries to be the bad guy, but he ends up being good because deep inside, it's a good person. Okay. Very well. And then we have the next one, main character. Elda, which do you think is main character? I'm sorry, I cannot hear you. Flor, what is a main character? Moni, what do you think is a main character? I don't know. Can you hear me, guys?
Yes.
Okay. Well, maybe let's ask Maite. What is a main character?
An important person in a story.
Yes, very well. Personaje principal. Very well. Character es personaje. Fernanda, what do you think is the plot? What do you imagine? If you don't know the definition, what do you think could be the plot in a story?
Is feeling of excitement when something is about to happen.
Mm-hmm. I
No.
think no, because we already chose it. Sí, ese ya lo seleccionamos. Eso sería ese sería suspense. Ajá, suspense is a feeling of excitement, un sentimiento de emoción cuando algo está a punto de suceder. Well, plot is the things that happen in a story. As just like that. Plot sería como decimos en español, trama es la definición. Trama de la película, del libro, lo que sea. ¿De qué trata? So, you know, for example, when you watch something, it tells you what it is about, but it doesn't tell you, like, it doesn't reveal important details, no revela como algunos detalles y tan importantes, pero si te dicen como para que sepas de qué trata. Okay, very well. The setting, what do you think, Oscar, what do you think is the setting?
Is where and when a story happens.
Exactly. Sería, creo que no hay traducción.
Like the set.
Is the set, it tells you, it's information from the movie that you need to understand the context. Is the context of the movie. For example, in the movie, Life is Beautiful. I don't know what's the name in English. La vida es bella. Ok. Bueno, entonces, aquí podemos decir que, ok, ¿cuándo sucede? When is the story? No cuando salió la película, o sea, ¿cuándo? ¿Qué es la historia que está contando? ¿En qué tiempo? ¿Qué años está transcurriendo la historia? ¿Qué época?
The Second World War.
Exactly. So, Second World War is the time. Okay, where? Is it
Is
in
Germany.
Germany or Italy? I don't know. He's Italian, the guy.
Yeah.
Ok, in Germany, for example, en Alemania. Entonces, ahí tenemos lo que se llama setting, que es cuándo y dónde sucede la historia. Si fuera algo como, no sé. Let's think about Transformers. Very different movie. Okay, so this, I don't know, ya saben que la mayoría de los países son, ¿en dónde? En Estados Unidos. En Estados Unidos es donde todo pasa. Y United States. Ok, when podemos decir que la película lo pone en el presente, que esa es una como realidad alternativa donde los Transformers existen. ¿Ya? Ok. We could think about, I don't know, you know, Futurama. ¿Y cuál sería la trama? Pues sería en el futuro, ¿no? It's easy. Well, what about the Flintstones? What is the setting in the Flintstones?
In the caverns.
Ajá, in the prehistory, en la prehistoria, ¿ya? Ok, very well. Entonces, setting, no cuándo salió, sino la historia en dónde es y cuándo, right? The context of the movie, we could say. The suspense, yeah, we could say the suspense, also the climax is like the most interesting part about the movie. La parte más interesante y emocionante de la película. You can think about the Avengers. So what about the Avengers? Bueno, the Avengers. What is the most exciting part? When they assemble, cuando se juntan todos y empiezan a pelear, ¿no? Es la parte más emocionante. What about Endgame? When is the most exciting part? It's when they fight against Thanos and so on, right? One second, please. Okay. And so on. Okay, now villain. What is the villain, Elda? Or who is the villain?
A bad person in a story.
Exactly. Very well. All right. So, excellent. That's the definition for books, series, and movies. Now, please think about your favorite movie, your favorite series, or your favorite book, movie, or series. And you please write all the characteristics from your favorite choice. Let's say, for example, vamos a pensar en una película, vas a pensar en una película, en una serie o en un libro. So, for example, I'm going to talk about, I don't know, Titanic. Perdón, a lo mejor le quité la idea a alguien más. Titanic. Ok. Now, entonces voy aquí narrando. Like, I complete the things. What is the... Ok, a ver, voy a completar. Who is the villain? The villain is Rose's fiancé, el novio de Rose. El que le dispara a Jack, right? Okay, when is the suspense? When Titanic sinks. Cuando se hunde el Titanic es el suspenso. Setting. No sé, voy a decir 100 years ago. In the sea. Plot, ¿cuál es la trama? A love story between a rich woman, a rich girl, and a poor boy in the Titanic. Okay. Main character. Who is the main character? Is Jack. Hero. Jack. Aunque creo que no hay como tal héroe porque pues nadie lo salva, ¿no? Jack. Ending. Jack dies. Action. Jack tries. Ah, no, más bien ella lo intenta salvar. Bueno, no sé. I'm sorry for that. Jack tries to save Rose. Ok. Y así completé todos los elementos de esta película. No es mi favorita, pero aquí ya lo completé. No tan elaborado, ¿ok? It's just like simple things, como lo escribí aquí. Now is your turn. Ahora ustedes piensen en una película favorita de ustedes, una serie o un libro, y vamos a completar todos estos elementos. Action, ending, hero, main character, plot, setting, suspense, villain. Puede ser que Hero no tenga su película o su serie o su libro. Pueden saltárselo. So, start, please. You can write here on the chat. Pueden escribirlo aquí en el chat, por favor. I will be waiting for you. And then I will read you. Dos, por favor. Vamos a escribir ahí en el chat.
Entonces, escogemos una película y ponemos todo esto de
Por series,
Action.
puede ser película, serie o libro.
Ah, ok.
Y completamos así como yo lo hice. Action, ¿cuál es la acción? Bueno, cuando Jack intenta salvar a Rose. Ending, Jack se
Ok.
muere. Y así, vamos
Sí.
completando. Ok, if you don't remember, si no recuerdan que es uno de estos, bueno, lo pueden ver aquí, pero me pueden preguntar también. Ok.
Sí.
Hmm. Okay, another that I will think about is, les voy a poner otro ejemplo, la película Split, fragmentado. Ok, villain, Kevin. Kevin es el villano. Es el sujeto loco que tiene diferentes personalidades. Suspense, Kevin turns into the beast. Setting, si su historia es en el presente, pongan present. Si es en el pasado, pueden poner past, pueden decir la era, pueden decir algo así. O pueden decir future. Present in USA. Plot, Kevin has multiple personalities. He kidnaps 3 girls. Main character, Kevin. And the girl too. And the girl, la niña, la chica que no me acuerdo cómo se llama. Hero, the girl, la chica que no me acuerdo cómo se llama. Ending, Kevin eats 3 people. Literalmente, se come a 3 personas. Action. Kevin performing his different personalities. Listo. Y así es como ya hablé de esta otra película, Split, fragmentado. Okay. Well, I only see Oscar's answer. He says the hero is Luke, Han Solo, and Leia the princess. Suspense. When Darth Vader becomes a villain and falls to the dark side. Main character, Luke. Setting in a far, far galaxy. Plot. The Empire tries to kill all Jedis in the dark side rules the galaxy, but the rebels and the Jedis, as Jedis, right? No, Jedis. And Jedis are not familiar. And Jedis fight for that so that doesn't happen again. The villain is Lord Sidious. Action when Luke fights with his father, Darth Vader. Ending, the rebels win the fight and Luke save his father from the dark side. Really?
Oh yeah, at the end.
Okay, I thought that he was always the villain.
No, at the end he falls and he saved his son from Sidious. Sidious
Oh,
tried to kill Luke, and his father Darth Vader saved him.
whoa. Is that what movie? The
The
first,
8.
second? Okay. And that is like the most famous movie, right?
Yes, actually yes. But
Okay.
he said, "I'm your father."
Mhm.
No, I said, that's yes.
Yeah. So that is from Star Wars 8.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. Well, guys, I
Sorry,
missed
sorry. It's Star Wars 7.
7.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you. We also have more. Okay, we have the one from Elda. My favorite movie is Harry Potter. The action, Harry's with his friends in Hermione and Ron fights with the allies of Voldemort. The ending, Harry kills Lord Voldemort. Heroes, sometimes the hero is Harry and Hermione or Ron are also heroes. The main character, Harry Potter. Plot a story of a boy who is the only one that can survive the killing curse and fight with Lord Voldemort, who cursed Harry Potter. Setting in a world of magic. Suspense when Harry knows that he has to die to defeat Voldemort. So he dies? Villain, Voldemort. Okay. Fernanda, movie Infinity Wars. The action, Thanos gets the gems. Ending, Thanos snaps his fingers and the Avengers lose. Hero, the Avengers. Main character, the Avengers. Plot, the Avengers prevent Thanos from getting the gems. Setting, 2018. Suspense the final scene when they disappear. Yeah, that's tragic. Villain, Thanos. Excellent. Guys, please, everyone else send it to WhatsApp. Please complete it on WhatsApp. Fortunately, we have to finish, but thank you so much for joining. So take care. Have a good evening. Good night.
Thank
Take
you.
care.